Hello students, welcome to Mathswell YouTube channel, a virtual platform for the mathematics. Today I am with you with one more new video on one of the very important topic from the standard 10, that is of arithmetic progression. Okay, so we'll start with this definition. So in this video we are going to see the definition, some important terms related to arithmetic progression and some examples. Okay, so let's start with this. The arithmetic progression, a very important topic from your syllabus. So what is the definition of arithmetic progression? The arithmetic progression will be, or it is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first one. So it is a list of numbers, right? So list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first one. Okay, so that is known as, that list of number is called the arithmetic progression, or that list of number is said to form an arithmetic progression. Clear? So this is the definition of arithmetic progression. Okay, so here the fixed number which is to be added to each number, each term, is called a common difference, right? Common difference of that arithmetic progression. And that common difference may be positive, may be negative, or it may zero also in some examples, right? So let us denote the first term of by AP by A1. We denote the first terms of AP by A1, second term by A2, third term by A3, and so on. The nth term of AP is denoted by AN, A suffix N, and the common difference by D. So in that case, the AP will be the list of numbers like A1, A2, A3, A4, and so on up to AN, right? And that common difference D will be obtained by taking the differences of any two successive terms of the AP, right? So this is the way to get the common difference of AP. If you are given on AP, or if you are given some list of numbers and you are asked to check whether the list of number forms an AP or not, so in that case you need to check only this part, that we need to check the differences of two successive terms of the given AP. Any two successive you can take and check whether the differences are same or not. If the differences are same, then we can say the list of number forms an AP, otherwise not. Okay, so that is the case here. So one more important term in this arithmetic progression is known as a general term of AP. Okay, so if A is the first term of AP and D is the common difference of that AP, then the the AP will be A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. So this represents an arithmetic progression where A is the first term and D is the common difference. And this is called the general form of an AP. Okay, here it is not general. General term is again, we will discuss it after this one. So this is the general form of this arithmetic progression. In general, the terms of an AP will be like this. If the first term is A, then second term will be A plus D, third term will be A plus 2D, next term will be A plus 3D, and so on, right? These are first, second, third, fourth, and so on. These terms of the AP. Okay, and this form of AP is called the general form of an AP. Is it clear? Yes. After that, we have some examples, some simple examples which can be solved with the help of this basic concepts, that is of finding the terms of AP. Okay, let's see. Yes. So here it is, the general form of an AP. Now let's see the example. The questions, so these are the very important examples. We are solving some examples related to the basic concept of arithmetic progression, that we have seen that the general terms of AP, that we have seen general form of an AP. If the first term A is known, we can find the second term, third term, fourth term, and so on. Okay, and you can also find any number of terms. We can find first four terms of term or first two terms of an AP and so on. Okay, so here is the question. One of the important question that may ask in the exam is write first four terms of AP. So the first one is A equal to 10 and D equal to 10. So here the first term and the common difference given is 10. Wait. Okay. So let's solve this example. In this example, you are given A equal to 10, D equal to 10. That is, the first difference, first term of an AP is 10 and the common difference of AP is given as 10. Okay. So since the first term is A equal to 10, we can also denote the first term of AP by A1 also. So A1 is same as A and it is given as 10. So now we can find A2, the second term of AP. As we know in general form of an AP that A2 is given by A1 plus D. Okay. So since A1 is 10, D is 10, so it will be equal to 20. So second term of AP will be equal to 20. In the same way A3, we can have A3 as A1 plus 2D, that is first term plus 2 times D. So first term is 10, 2 times D is 10, so it is 10 plus 20, which gives us 30. And the fourth term of this AP is given by A1 plus 3D. So substituting the values, A1 as 10, D as 10, it gives us 10 plus 3 times 30, that is 10 plus 30, that gives us equal to 40. So in this way we can find the first four terms of AP. They are here for this example, they are 10, 20, 30 and 40. So in such type of example, we can find the first four terms in this way. Similarly, the second sum also given, that in which A equal to 4 and D equal to minus 3. That is, first term is given as 4 and the common difference of AP is given as minus 3. Okay. So using these two terms, now we can find the first four terms of AP. So the first term A1 is same as the given A here. So we can write the first term of AP as 4. That is A1 equal to A, which is equal to 4. Similarly, the second term is given by A plus D. Again, substituting the values of A and D here. It is A plus D, D is minus 3. So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. The third term of AP, A3 is given by A plus 2D. Right? Again, substituting the values of A and D. A is equal to 4, D equal to minus 3. So it gives us 4 minus 6, that is equal to minus 2. And then fourth term of AP, A4 is given by A plus 3D. Again, A is 4, D is minus 3. It gives us 4 minus 9. So 4 minus 9 equal to minus 5. Hence, we can say that the first four terms of AP, they are given by 4, then minus 1, 4, 1, then minus 2 and minus 5. So these are the first four terms of the AP, in which you are given the first term and the common difference of that AP. Right? So this is a simple example, simple type of example. This is a very short answer question. It may ask for 2 marks or 1 marks even in some questions. Okay. So these are the basic examples on this topic. Now let's move ahead. The next one is, yes, the question is, for following AP, write the first term and the common difference. Okay, so you are given an AP. AP is given by 3, 1, minus 1 and minus 3. So to get the first term and the common difference for this AP, first we denote this terms of AP by A1, A2, A3, A4. As the first four terms are known, we can denote them by A1, A2, A3 and A4. So the first term, as we know, the first term is obviously the first term given in the AP. So we can write the first term of AP as A only. And then the common difference. How to get the common difference? Common difference is just the difference of any two successive terms. So here if you take the second and first, so second minus first will be the common difference. Don't take first minus second. So it will be second minus first. Okay. So it is A2 minus A1. So what is A2? A2 is 1, A3 is minus, A2 is 1 and A1 is 3. So it gives us 1 minus 3, that is equal to minus 2. So hence we can find the first term and the common difference of the AP given. Okay. First term will be, obviously we can get it from the given AP itself, that is directly as A1 equal to 3. But to find the common difference, we need to take the difference of any two successive terms. For our convenience, we take only A2 minus A1. No need to find any other difference. If you are given AP, if AP is given, we can find difference just by taking the difference of A2 and A1. That is A2 minus A1. Whatever the number we obtain, that will be the common difference for the given AP. Clear? Now let's move ahead. The next example. Which of the following are APs? So you are given some list of numbers. So you need to check which of the list of numbers are APs, and if they form AP, find the common difference D and write 3 more terms. Okay. So let's start with the first one. So what is the first list of numbers given? It is 0, minus 4, minus 8 and minus 12. And the second one given is 1, 3, 9, 27 and so on. So these are the infinite APs. There are infinite number of terms here, and for our convenience we are given only first 4 terms of AP. So it is sufficient. If first 4 terms of AP is given, it is also sufficient to find the first term and the common difference, and then we can find any number of terms from it. Okay. So let's solve the first one. So given list of the numbers or given sequence, or we can say given series, it is given by 0, minus 4, minus 8 and minus 12 and so on. So here let's find the common difference. As we are asked to find the common difference, so we can find common difference A2 minus A1, then A3 minus A2, then A4 minus A3 and so on. Okay. So as we have only first 4 terms, we can find 3 differences: A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2 and A4 minus A3. So that gives us 4 minus 0, A2 minus A1. So here the first 4 terms are given, we can denote them by A1, A2, A3, A4 and take the differences. A2 minus A1, minus 4 minus 0, it gives us minus 4 only. Similarly A3 minus A2, that is minus 8 minus of minus 4, means minus 8 plus 4. So minus 8 plus 4 will be minus 4. And then the third difference A4 minus A3 is given by A4 is minus 12 and A3 is minus 8. So it gives us minus 8 minus 12 minus of minus 8, means minus 12 plus 8, which is equal to minus 4 again. So if we observe the differences we have, all the 3 differences are equal to minus 4. So we can say that the differences A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2 and A4 minus A3, they are all equal. Okay. So the difference is same, hence we can say that the given series or given list of numbers is an AP, right? So this is the way to check whether the given list of numbers or series of the numbers will form an AP or not. So since the differences are equal, we can say that the given list of number is AP, or it will form an AP. Clear? After that we have the second one. The numbers given are 1, 3, 9, 27. So we can have A2 minus A1. Find the differences first. A2 minus A1. So A2 is 3, A1 is 1. So 3 minus 1, 2. Then the second difference A3 minus A2. A3 is 9, A2 is 3. So take the difference, 9 minus 3. How much it is? It is equal to 6. And then A4 minus A3. A4 is 27, A3 is 3. So take the difference, 27 minus 9 will give us 18. So again, if we observe the differences, the first difference is 2, second is 6, and third is 18. So are they equal? So obviously they are not equal. So since the differences are not equal, so what we can say? We can say that since the differences are not equal, the given series is not an AP, or it will not form an AP. So this is the way we need to check whether the given list of number or series of the number forms an AP or not. So in this way we can solve the examples of this kind. Okay, so now let's move ahead for the next part of this sum. It is one of the very important part of the sum, known as nth term of an AP, or general term of an AP, right? So here the nth term, which is denoted by an, a suffix n, of the AP, with the first term as a and the common difference as d, is given by an equal to a plus n minus 1d, right? So this is a well-known formula and very important formula in this topic. An equal to a plus n minus 1d, and this an is nothing but the nth term of AP, or we can also say the general term of an AP. Okay, so this is a formula to find nth term of an AP. So this formula will help you to find any number of term. Like if you are given an AP, you are asked to find 10th term, 15th term, 20th term, or 100th term of AP, we can find it by using this formula. So depending on this formula, we have a few more examples. So let's go through it. So let's see the example. The example number 1. The question is, which term of the following AP is 78? Right? So means you are given a term given by 78. Any nth term is given as 78. So we need to find that n. Right? So what is the AP given? The AP given is 3, 8, 13, 18, and so on. Right? This is an AP, and 78 is any nth term of this AP. Right? So in short, you are given an equal to 78. So we know the formula for an, which has the term a, n, and d. Right? So we need to substitute the values we have from the given AP and then find that value of n. Okay? So since the given AP is given by it is 3, 8, 13, 18. So the first term of AP from this we can obtain is a equal to 3, and the common difference is the difference of first and second term, that is 8 minus 3 is given by 5. So D is equal to 5, and also you are given an equal to 78, right? So what this gives us, so using this formula, the well-known formula for nth term of AP is given by an equal to a plus n minus 1d, right? So substitute an as 78, a is 3, and d is 5, right? So n is not known because you are given the question is which term of AP, means whether it is 10th term, 15th term, 18th term, 100th term, and so on. So which term means we need to find n, value of n we need to find. So n is unknown here, we need to find it. Okay, so 78 is equal to 3 plus n minus 1 times d. What is d? D is equal to 5, we got it here. Okay, so substituting this and solving, simplifying, it finally gives us the value of n equal to 16, right? So simplifying this, just see the calculation part, solution part of this simplification, and then after simplification you will have the value of n equal to 16. So what this 16 gives us? This 16 gives us the number of term, at which number of term is 78. So here I can say that the 16th term of an AP is 78, or 78 is the 16th term of given AP. So this is again one of the important sum that may ask in the exam, board exams also. Okay, so find or term is given, we don't know which term of that AP is that number. So in that case we solve it in this way. Use the formula for an. So n will be unknown, substitute all the known terms, and then you can have the value of n, right? So let's move ahead for the next type of sum. On this part, the question is like this. What is the question? Find the number of terms in EP, right? So students, this is one part of this topic. So after that we have one more part of this topic, that is known as the sum of the terms, sum of the first n terms of AP. So that we will discuss in the next video. Okay, so till then just revise this video, see this, watch this video again and again to understand all the concepts. Even okay, that contact details are given in the description box. Till then, take care everyone. Bye everyone, take care. See you in the next video. Thank you.